My name is Ben Madsen. As faculty, we have the opportunity to watch students as they grow and mature from incoming freshmen to graduating seniors. The growth of this year's Science Department Academic Award speaks volume to their character and their tenacity. It was, in fact, their tenacity that allowed them to create the opportunities at Oxford that led them to receiving this award. I met this student as a sophomore in my honors chemistry class. A conversation the student and I had at the start of their sophomore year launched an academic collaboration that altered my path at Oxbridge in the most remarkable way. I was discussing the topic of radioactivity in class, about how radiometric data analysis was important to paleontologists. After class, the student came up and told me all about their long family history of Wyoming geologists and paleontologists. That conversation led to further discussions and began a collaboration which, over the course of 2 years, produced a partnership between Oxford Academy and the Wyoming Dinosaur Center that brings students from tropical Florida all the way to Thermopolis so they can participate in an active paleontological excavation. But for this student, the trip to Wyoming was an experience during which they showed a respect for the immensity of nature and a passion for science and discovery. After returning from our trip, this student decided to continue pursuing their passion for science at Oxbridge. They took on a rigorous independent study project under my supervision. The project was to describe, classify, and interpret a fossil specimen housed in the collections at Wyoming Dinosaur Center. This is something not normally attempted by any but usually graduate students or postdocs. They took on this project at the level of a professional scientist and produced a definitive study with the collaboration of colleagues at the Field Museum in Chicago and back in Wyoming. The study was accepted for formal presentation at a conference of the Geological Society of America and has been submitted for consideration at an international conference of the Society of Vertebrate Paleontology. This shows that their work rivaled that of college and graduate students in this field. I'm very proud to present this year's Science Department Award to Mary Blakely Willson, who everyone just calls Blake.
Woo!